Oh wow, this is, oh my goodness, this is it. Yandra.
Well, this is where we believe that where the creation
began. Yeah, exactly.
Where the world, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Adam and Eve.
Exactly.
From here.
From here. Guys, behind me, the mountains of Nakavandra, which is the heart of ancient Fijian mythology. All the ancient Fijian gods. I've got to watch out for the traffic. All the ancient Fijian gods live in those mountains. But today, we're on a quest to visit this village called Drauniivi and to hear the story of an oracle priest called Navosavakadua. Let's do it. Okay guys, I've pulled off the main road and I've pulled off onto this side road which leads to the Fiji water factory, and you'll see these trucks going past which these trucks going past, there'll be a few of these trucks going past. They go off to the Fiji water factory where they load containers full of Fiji water which go to a port in Lautoka. Anyway, I pulled off by the side of this road to tell you something of the history of where I'm going. Okay, so I'm going to the village of Drauniivi to hear the story of Navosavakadua. Now Navosavakadua was a priest, was an oracle priest, a pre-Christian oracle priest, and he came from the village of Drauniivi. Just over in that direction is the Fiji water factory, and behind the Fiji water factory is a battle site called Nakoro. It was on that site that people from the village of Drauniivi, who were part of a larger landowning unit called the Vatakoloka, they were defeated by the forces of Vakambao. They were defeated at that site, at the battle site of Nakoro. And there was a famous priest there at the time who stood in front of the forces of Vakambao. Vakambao was assembled, well, he wasn't there. Vakambao didn't turn up. It was the forces of Vakambao together with European settlers who confronted these people of the Vatakoloko, of which Drauniivi is a member. So there were these two forces ranged against each other. The Vatakoloka, which is as I said, which is a group, a landowning group in Ra, in the province of Ra. They confronted the forces of Vakambao and the European settlers, the colonial powers, and there was this famous priest, called Sandidi, and he was an oracle priest too, and he confronted the forces of Vakambao, and he held up his fan and he invoked this mantra where he said that, you know, you can't defeat the forces of the Vatakoloka because we have the mana, the ancient mana, which is typical of Polynesian culture. We have the mana on our side. We have spiritual power on our side. We can defeat the forces, or, you know, you've got guns, you've got weapons, we can defeat all that. But of course he was wrong. The forces of the Vatakoloka were defeated, and Sandidi was killed. His successor was Navosavakadua. Now Navosavakadua was a huge thorn in the side of the colonial government. He refused to accept that Vakambao had any power in this part of Fiji, in Ra. He said, well, he said to Vakambao, he said, you are the king of the eastern part of Fiji, but you're not the king of Ra. And he challenged Dakambao. And so instead of accepting Christianity, Navosavakadua and instead of accepting the fact that that his people had lost this battle against the forces of Dakambao and the colonial settlers that he came with, Fiji wasn't a colonial power then. It didn't become. Dakambao handed Fiji over to Queen Victoria in 1874, and this battle took place a year earlier in 1873. So I might have said earlier that the forces of the Vatukaloka were arraigned against the forces of Dakambao, European settlers, and the colonial government. It wasn't the colonial government. There was a colonial agent in Fiji at the time, but it was mainly the forces of Dakambao and the settlers. So anyway, they lost, and then this new oracle priest came to the fore. As I said, his name is Navosavakadua. Now, Navosavakadua didn't accept Christianity. He claimed to perform miracles. He claimed to raise somebody from the dead, and some elements of what he claimed to be the spiritual powers that he claimed resembled Christianity. But anyway, he said to his people, you know, I can give you a different sort of spirituality. I can give you a spirituality called the tuka, which is you know, another form of the afterlife. So he claimed he could give his people this gift of spirituality called the tuka. Anyway, in the early 1800s, in the early 1880s, Navosavakadua was arrested by the colonial government. Fiji became a British colony in 1874. I think it was about 1878, or perhaps a bit earlier than that actually. But in the mid to early 1870s, he was exiled. He was too much of a thorn in the side of the British government. He was claiming that the colonial authorities had no mandate over his people. He rejected Christianity. As I said, you know, he believed in the ancient gods of Nakovandra, which are the mountains of Nakovandra are way over there. And the Vatukaloka are actually the spiritual guides and the spiritual heirs of that mountain of Nakovandra. They are the spiritual heirs of that. Anyway, so Navosavakadua was a big thorn in the side of the British government. He was just too much for them to handle. So he was just too much for them to handle. So what they did, they exiled him to an island in the Fiji group called Rotuma, which is a Polynesian island. They exiled him to that island. He actually ended up dying there. His people were constantly pressing the colonial government for his return. So what the colonial government did was, what the British government did was, they sent the whole village of Drauniivi away to live on an island called Kandavu. So they were exiled to Kandavu, just as their spiritual guide, the oracle priest, the word for oracle priest in Fijian is Bete. So he, just as Navosavakadua was exiled, his people were exiled to Kandavu. Navosavakadua was exiled to Rotuma. His people, he died there. His people eventually returned, and they went to live in the village of Drauniivi, next to the ancient village where they were expelled from. And so that's the village where we're going to meet some of the elders today and hear the story of Navosavakadua. So let's do it. Okay guys, so this is where the story begins. This is the village of Navosavakadua. Now what happens now is I have to go and make a traditional offering to the villagers, to the elders of the village. I brought some kava with me, some yangona as it's called in Fijian. I brought the kava with me and I will make a presentation to the elders, and we will sit round a kava bowl, a yangona bowl called a tanoa, and we will have a short ceremony where I'm welcomed into the village before they can tell me the story of Navosavakadua. Navosavakadua, the great oracle of the late 19th century who took on the might of the British Empire, was from this village. So, oh, by the way, I had to take off my hat because it's a traditional mark of respect to remove your hat when you visit a Fijian village. So let's go and do the traditional ceremony, which is called the sevusevu, and we can hear their story.
Turangan di tuna sokan tuna kau di luar mempa kuan tahu pola itu kutuku kau itu kumau kau balik nona itu kena besar pura na itu kutuku beltian ai tutu aku di rutu aku itu mulang maya sana kai sudah buat nang orang menakai bawa masalah timun tuna kai di tahun itu begini ya mulangan itu satu menu bunuh maya bunuh omba no korunumbu kau itu mulang maya nampuni kau itu lah ni nona pola tuku tiku na turang kata metuga. Tadi kita ingin untuk nanti kubik warna di remo di tiku. Kalau masalah lama ini mungkin pun sahaja itu main segini kuah. Siap ini berdua. Siap ini bukan saya untuk itu main. Kenapa dengan itu sama itu asal itu kan kono. Yang betul ini pun korang nombor dengan itu buat turangan. Yang betul main turangan santai juga. Lu apa dengan teman-teman dengan tomo. Apa yang online sarekan tuh. Ini pun workan ilmu dengan sosok itu. Orang-orang kurangan, orang-orang itu cuma yang kona, mana?
Dina, dua, yang dua.
Kamu yang kona buat kurangan.
This is our we have accepted your
oh, thank you, Vinaka. Thank you.
So this is our
oh, okay, Vinaka. Thank you. Into the village. Thank you very much, Vinaka.
So we'll just take it.
Oh, okay.
You have to drink this.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Right.
Vinaka.
Bola.
Vinaka. During this sevusevu ceremony, I was formally welcomed into the village, but it went beyond being welcomed. I was treated henceforth as a son of the village, and that was quite touching for me. As the ceremony went on, as the kava ceremony went on, I was given the first bowl of kava to drink. Later, I was told the story of Navosavakadua, and this went on for about half an hour, and after that I was given a tour of the museum dedicated to Navosavakadua.
Yeah.
Okay, Naka.
Yandra. Say Yandra.
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 This is the really interesting bit. We've been invited to the house, or to a house where there are objects and things that used to belong to Navosavakadua. This is the oracle who came from this village, and so now we've been invited to go and actually see these objects. So this is the exciting bit. Okay, so much rain, eh? Okay. As you can see, there's been a lot of rain. It's been raining such a lot lately, so we've got to weave our way along here. Bulla dear, how are you? Where I can't see, where are you? Hi. Bulla dear, how are you? We're off to, sorry, can I step on this? Is it okay? Okay. Excuse me. Hello. Hello. Bulla. You have a lovely house.
Thank you.
We're off to see Navosavakadua's little house there. Okay, excuse me. Naka. Okay, that was a lovely family who were greeting me. Okay. These are my 3 wonderful guides.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think this is okay.
It's a special museum.
Okay, it's a special museum just for Navosavakadua. Okay. And this is like a memorial stone for him, is it?
A memorial stone for my grandfather's father.
Oh, okay.
He just built this one
Okay.
to accommodate to keep all his belongings.
Okay, this is Navosavakadua's belongings in here, or your grandfather's. No, this is Navosavakadua's stuff. Oh, okay, wow.
Navosavakadua's origin from him.
Okay.
And on my mother's side.
Oh, okay. Wow, this is a big moment for me. I mean, you see it all the time, but because it's so special, it's sacred. His remains, not his physical remains, but things he owned.
For us,
Yes.
we just keep the story.
Yes.
But no, he was buried
In Rotuma. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
All it's here with us.
Oh wow. Okay, so nobody has seen this before. Even the Fiji Times hasn't seen this, huh? Have they? No. Huh?
TV1 once came here.
Oh, okay. Fiji TV1 came here, did it?
TV1
Okay.
and all those from the USP guys.
Oh really? Okay, they've seen it.
Yeah, they see it.
Wow.
One professor from England and one from Italy.
Oh really?
The guy from Italy told me,
Yeah.
if you proud, there's only 3 museums in Fiji.
Exactly. Yes.
One in Suva, the other one you own.
Exactly. Another one here. Can I go in? This one?
Yeah.
Oh wow. This is. Oh my goodness. This is it. So this is dedicated to the memory of Navosavakadua.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is pillow, the kali,
Okay. Yes.
the wooden one.
The wooden pillow. The famous. Did he use this one?
Hmm?
Did he use this?
Yeah.
Okay.
When he was taken exile to Rotuma,
Yes.
all the people those who were following him
Yes.
that time,
Yes.
they took it.
So he took this with him to
Those guys from Nassau, the interior.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
They brought it back.
Oh, he brought it back.
Yeah.
So this is his. This because these wooden pillows are historic, aren't they?
Yeah.
They were so.
One time he was putting his head.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. Sorry. So that's his famous pillow. And this is his famous.
Yeah. It's the tanoa he used to do.
Oh, really? So this is his famous
when he
tanoa.
was drinking at the
Am I,
EV tree.
is it okay to stand up?
EV tree.
Okay.
Like a disc.
Yeah, yeah. So this is his famous tanoa.
Yeah.
This must be 130 odd years old, maybe, no, a bit longer, 150 years.
Yeah.
Late
1800.
1870s, isn't it, eh? So this is his famous tanoa.
Yeah.
Wow. My goodness. That is just amazing.
And this was the handcuff. He was handcuffed during the British
Okay.
regime. Eh?
Oh, wow.
This one is the water bottle.
So that's his water bottle.
Yeah.
What's it made from? From a
Glass.
glass. Okay. Oh, it's okay, glass.
Yeah.
So this is from the 1870s.
Yeah.
Wow. My
It's
goodness.
the handcuff.
Okay, these are the famous handcuffs. He was bound in these handcuffs and he was taken to Rotuma.
Suva.
To Suva, Suva, okay.
From Nanukuloa,
Yes.
across the interior of Ra. There's a village,
Yeah, yeah.
Nambalaseri. He just
Yeah.
opened the handcuff. But
Yeah.
the key was with the officer, police
Yes,
officer.
yes.
He just took the handcuff and
Yeah.
gave it to owner of the mburi.
Okay.
Keep this one.
Yeah. So this is a good reminder of those days when, my goodness, that's just
I told
amazing.
the British professor from England,
Yeah.
this is your property.
Yes. What did he say?
He just
He
said
laughed.
was a
Yeah.
smile. The colonial government property.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's here with me.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
keys.
Oh, so you don't have the key is not there. So you can't open it. You can't lock it. Yeah. So this would be from the 1870s as well, wouldn't it? Eh? When he was, because he was arrested in 1878 or something. Yeah.
After the raising of our flag in 1874.
Yes. That is just amazing. I never thought I'd see all this.
Huh?
I heard the story. I knew there were some objects that belonged to Navosavakadua and that they would be here, but I didn't expect to see all this. This is fascinating. This is amazing. And you
It
have,
was a picture being brought from Germany
okay,
and to England.
okay,
Fiji. His name.
this picture here. Okay,
Adolf later.
okay,
Navosavakadua,
okay.
Germany, America. It's written there.
Wow. So that's, we've seen his headdress, the pillow,
Yeah.
the traditional pillow. We've seen his water bottle. We've seen the handcuffs and the tambua. Okay, not the tambua.
Yeah, the tambua, this one.
Oh, okay. And that's the tanoa. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's his tambua.
That is called the development stone.
Oh my goodness. So that is.
It's been brought back from Rotuma. He said to Rotuma, oh, if one of my brothers from my village,
Yeah.
you give it back to him so that he can take it back to my village.
I'm so excited because I've just touched the tambua that belonged to Navosavakadua. And a tambua, I'm out of breath, but a tambua is a whale's tooth, which is highly prized in Fijian tradition. So that's it, that's what you just saw.
Yeah, it's called development stone.
That's amazing, isn't it? Eh? And that's the tambua that he drank from.
Yeah, tanoa.
Sorry, the tanoa, sorry. That's a tanoa he drank from. And these other tanoas?
Yeah, they're being brought from Nopala and Nonopo village.
Okay.
In
Okay. So these were bought from Bar. And did he use these?
Yeah, during the days.
Okay, he used these as well.
Yeah.
But that was his main tanoa.
Yeah, this one in
That-
Suba.
Okay.
While he is in Suba.
Yes. So that was the one while he was in Suba.
Yeah.
And these ones were just brought back from Bar. And that's his.
Nonoko.
Okay. And that's the. Wow. And you've got the masi.
Yeah.
The masi is renewed all the time, isn't
renewed.
it? Okay. That's just amazing. So this is like a museum, really, isn't it? Eh? This is the museum. I'm running out. I'm sweating. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm in a museum. I'm in the museum of Navosavakadua.
Yeah.
This is the most. This I didn't expect that. This is completely dramatic. This is something I did not expect. That there was. I didn't know there was a museum dedicated to Navosavakadua here in the village of Drauniivi.
Drauniivi.
Oh, that's amazing, isn't it?